All right, video number 2. I just left the upstairs apartment and I'm coming around into the attic. We have a full walk-up attic. At the very top stair, there is a light switch right here. You're welcome to leave it on if need be during your showing, but that's where it is. Just want you to know. So here at the top of the stairs, do be careful about the height. You know, we've got the rafters coming in here, so just be mindful of the angle of your head. 2 chimneys, because we have 2 totally separate heating systems. This one in the back is at a very cool angle, heading up through the roof line. And there are 2 windows in the back and 2 in the front. This one's overlooking the back porch roof, which is slate. Tons of storage space up here. Great ceiling height. You got the collar ties going across. This cabinet is going to stay. It's just additional storage. Here is chimney number 2. And then we've got another view out to the front, looking out at that amazing yard. So there's a couple spots up here where you need to watch your step. So just pointing that out to you to please be careful. I also want to highlight for you a couple things. One is the, zoom in here. You can see all that loose blown in cellulose, which is amazing. That is what's keeping this property nicely insulated. Also, I want to point out that any tubes that you see back down there, you see the old knob and tube stuff, those are all disconnected at this point. There's nothing running to them. There's all new electrical that has been run for that light switch and the junction boxes, so no more knob and tube. Yay. We do not have a hand railing here yet, so just be careful coming up and down. Close that door. All right, now we're gonna head on down to the basement. So this is just what that front hall looks like. So you can appreciate the walls are lath and plaster when you step here into the basement, and you can see the old walls here. This is where the light switch is for the top of the basement stairs here. I'm probably gonna be leaving all these lights on for showings. I think people otherwise won't know where to look for them. So right at the bottom of the stairs, I'm gonna start going through the electrical. So you can see that they are labeled upstairs and then first floor. And so these are 100 amp services. Let me try to zoom back in. 100 amps. There we go. So they each have their breakers labeled quite simply there. And then I'm going to sit down off the staircase. And now you can see the main sewer drain coming here and going out to the front. We're facing the front here. This is out towards South Branch Street. Because this is a duplex, the water is metered. That is a Bennington water meter there. It's not just a flat rate. And it's a huge basement. So there are 2 totally separate heating systems and separate electrical. So we also have 2 separate oil tanks. So oil tank number 1 here up on the concrete platform. The oil line is running right there along the ground and heading over to this boiler on the left, which is for the downstairs apartment. You can see that that's labeled down apartment there. And then the one on the right labeled for the upstairs apartment. So this one is powered by that oil tank over there. They each have a expansion tank on them. You can see that we do have a stone foundation Some really massive boulders at the bottom. And then part of the floor is concrete, whereas other parts are dirt. So there are little lips when you transition from the dirt to the concrete and then back down. So I just want to point that out. So this is one of the lights in case it's off when you come down here. It's right here by the boilers. Lots of storage space down here. So if you wanted to, use this platform as storage or bring down some more pallets or shelving units, that's cool. There is a bulkhead door that goes out to the back by the back porch. I'll show that to you on my exterior video. So stay tuned to see that bulkhead door right above. And then this is the other light. So if you come down here and it's dark, that is controlling the lights to the rear, which is actually super smart, so that if you are coming in through the back door, you have one of the light switches right there. You don't have to fumble your way all the way to the front. So I like that. All right, and then lastly, oops, sorry about that. Lastly, I just want to point out, this is the laundry area for the downstairs apartment. So they do have their dryer vent. And they've got their dryer 220 plug. There's the drain. And then there's the line for the hot and cold right there. Plus there's another outlet right there. All right. And that's where the dryer vent would go. So both of the oil tanks are roughly at about half full right now. This one's up on blocks, concrete blocks. Looks really nice and steady. Those are our chimneys. So I just want to point that out as well. That this front chimney, the one that was straight up in the attic more towards the front of the house, both of the oil boilers are going into this one chimney. Whereas this chimney here in the back, there's nothing exhausting into this one. So the one that was at a cool angle up in the attic, there's nothing connected to that anymore, okay? So that's it for the basement. Just wanted to give you that whole tour. All right, so now I'm gonna take you outside, so stay tuned for video number 3.